Yo, what is going on? Welcome back to another video. We got two brand new leaders in the game. These are official leaders announced by Netmarble on their official forum, so there's no concept here. These are official and very confusing because I mean I get Enfys Nest. You know your boy made a video about Enfys Nest, so you know I wanted to see that coming. But Moloch, I mean no one anticipated this. He had a brief cameo in the beginning of the movie, but yeah, very strange selection here, but it is what it is, and the DVD is going to be released real soon, so this is a no-brainer to market these leaders, so makes sense on that part. But anyways, let me get into Moloch. Let me show something interesting about him. This is something we've never seen before. Deploys up to 3 Corellian hounds every 8 seconds, so you don't got to do anything. They're just going to come out, so whatever lane you're out, they're coming out. Deploying Revolt and Syke increased Corellian hounds deployment speed by 80% for 7 seconds, so that's kind of cut it down from 8 seconds to 6.4 seconds for 7 seconds. So on one occasion it's going to be 6.4 seconds instead of 8 seconds. They might as well just make it for the duration that the uniques are both out on the battlefield, or whatever you want to call it. So that's kind of weird, but his skill is just like Huck's. Orders Corellian hounds on the battlefield to focus attack a target. So, and they do bleed damage if the light side leader or the leader in general is an organic, which every light side leader is organic. So this is applicable to Grievous. So that would be the only time that it wouldn't do bleed damage and decrease the movement speed by 30%. So cooldown time is 13 seconds. That's pretty low. Actually, that is low to the flow. You know, the perks for Moloch are going to decrease that cooldown time even further. Maybe buff up the Corellian hounds. Maybe his unique, whatever. Health, right off the bat, you can see his health is 892. That's really low. Really low. So that's going to be the dark side leader. I was hoping for the Crimson Dawn version of Maul. I thought that would have been a good choice, but then again, probably saving that for later. I mean, we know this game's on its last leg, so we don't know if there will be a later, but I would have went with the Crimson Dawn version of Maul, but that's just me. Anyways, let me get into his unique. Alright, so going in on Revolt and Syke, right off the bat, you see that 2 energy cost, you know your boy loves his value. Loves it. Second thing I noticed is your boy's got some pipe. Look at that pipe. He's just chilling with both hands needed. So he's out here trying to lay some pipe in the Force Arena. So y'all better watch out. Health 456, which makes sense for 2 energy. But I think as it gets leveled up higher, he may be able, well, both of them may be able to survive in AoE. If not, they're going to get cleaned out smooth. But going in a little bit to what they do. They attack the nearest enemy with a club. I mean, that's it. They got no pistols. They're going to straight pistol whip them with whatever he has. When using the Revolt and Syke card, Revolt and Syke will be summoned at the same time. Of course, allows Moloch to summon Corellian hounds more often. So this is what we're talking about. It goes from 8 seconds to 6.4 seconds on one cycle when these guys get released. So it'd be a good counter card. Good counter card for whenever you destroy the leader or whatever you want to do. But yeah, I mean, this is pretty much self-explanatory. Attack power 121, DPS 131. So don't let these boys get close, because your boy's got a pipe and he's going to lay it down. So you guys just watch out for that, because I'm going to be playing with these guys for sure. Start off in boost mode. I ain't got that kind of cash to be purchasing these cards. But anyways, that's going to be it for Revolt and Syke and Moloch. Let's get into Enfys Nest, because this is the one that I was really excited about. So let me jump into it. So here's a first look at Enfys Nest, and we're looking at a hybrid version of Obi-Wan Kenobi / Callus, light side version of Callus for sure, because look at those bloody stats. That health 1293, DPS 129 for the first level. That's juicy. We'll get into that Kinetite charge. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but strikes the ground with the Kinetite charge at the end of the Electro Staffer to deal 300% area of effect damage and stun enemies for 2 seconds. So that's just like Callus. Reminds me a little bit of Ezra Bridger. Cooldown time is 40 seconds, so use that thing wisely. You might not get it again, depending if you're sandbagging it for the right moment. Now this is where it gets a little Obi-Wan-ish. Activates the shield gauntlet for not attacking for 2 seconds to decrease damage received by 40%. So if you just stand there, kind of like with Rey, if you stand there for about 2 seconds, she'll start healing herself. Well, this is the same exact thing, but if you stand there for 2 seconds without attacking, it'll decrease the damage received by 40%. So instead of shielding it, I don't know, maybe there'll be a little animation, the shield comes up or whatever. But this is pretty OP in the sense that as long as they don't have melee units that they can just drop right in front of them that will force him into combat mode, it'll be pretty good. But if they're rocking nothing but range units and they're just firing at them, you're gonna need to have the leader come in, step in front of them to deactivate this, or else he's gonna just be standing there decreasing by 40%. This is gonna be a perfect perfect compatibility with the Partisan to just drop that boomerang in the back. That's going to be perfect perfect compatibility. So looking forward to that. This card overall is really good. I like the abilities. I like that they're getting creative and not just recycling the same thing. So this has been interesting. But again, there are flaws with that shield gauntlet. I can already see people taking advantage of it. But we'll see how it goes. We don't have beta version, so we're unable to test this, unfortunately. So when you guys get it, we play it together. Let me jump into Enfys Nest's unique net this time. All right, so introducing the unique for Enfys Nest is Weasel. Well, let me just say this. This was my first choice for the concept that I made for Enfys Nest. Believe it or not, it was. I just couldn't get a good resolution. It came out too blurry, so I went with the other Cloud Rider gang. But anyways, getting into this card is probably the MVP. And let me tell you why. That attack range is gorgeous. The 3 energy cost is worth it, because let me show you why. Attacks enemies from a long distance using a special rocket. When I think rocket, I think AoE, and that confirms it with launching an exploding rocket that can deal damage to a large number of enemies. I need that in my life. It's going in my anti-ATST deck, along with a couple of snipers as well. So fires a hook to pull fleeing enemy leaders in order to finish them off. So we're not done. We're not done. Now, what the range is going to be as far as that hook, I'm not sure. I mean, is he going to stop? I mean, how do you know when you're going to pull them back? When they just roll out? Because that's going to be some bait right there. What if it's focus firing on an ATST? I don't know how that's going to work, but I think it's pretty nice. I think it's pretty nice. It's a good feature. Looking at Vader force pull type of ability. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think of these cards? I know that it's not the greatest update. I mean, if we're talking in terms of leaders that we need, you already know the leaders that we want to see. But me personally, any update is a good update. But I would like to see more units to create some variety in this game, some more balance in this game. I'm tired of seeing the same units. But, you know, it is what it is. We'll show these cards out. They come out tomorrow. And there's also a new, kind of a, I guess you want to call it like a patch on the data cards. If any of you guys use data cards, I really don't use them. They're making it a bit more easier to spend. Instead of spending crystals, you're spending coins. And it's a bit more friendly on it. I should say credits. I'm not talking about coins. Thinking about FIFA too much over here. But yeah, if you guys want to check that out, go on the website. I'm not going to go over that. I wanted to just go over quickly the leaders. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll show some gameplay tomorrow, so when they're released. So I'll see you guys next time.